So that's kind of a fun little side mission to do, and I would really, really like to do that. Oh gosh, I really need to. I'm kind of doing this the hard way, because you can sidestep a lot of this. Maybe. But that said, about me, you know, liking Sylvanas and stuff, her present story arc is, I mean, I like where they're going with it. You know, it's not just, you know, she's not just being a straight up follower, I guess. This is the body of Lurid, the Saurians' trusted knight. With the Saurian nowhere to be found, it would seem that the Alliance forces have withdrawn. We'll take the break. Sylvanas will want to know about the Saurians' departure from Vanderhall. You resolve to return to the Forsaken Health side. Alright, so we get all the way over there and click on that, and then Vanderhall, like, it's all neutral now. But yeah, I was watching Noble87 on YouTube, and he does a lot of lore videos, but he's also doing a really cool co-op playthrough with a friend of his, which, you know, if I had somebody that I could, you know, really get my schedule down with and do that, that would be so much fun. Or like a whole group. I think I talked about doing like the adventure team kind of thing in the past that me and some of my guildmates had done. But anyway, Sylvanas' story arc, especially since the Lich King and, you know, her controlling the Valkyr and, you know, not wanting, you know, trying to make new Forsaken, it's like, why is what she is doing any different than what the Lich King was doing? But yeah.
What are we if not
See,
slaves
all
to
it
this
took was a little
torment?
help from the Valkyr. These creatures are turning to be much more helpful than I first thought. Now, on to other matters.
I have no time
Ding
for games.
again. Your performance was admirable, soldier. You make the Forsaken proud, which is more than I can say for our General Koltira, Deathweaver. I intend to have a word with that Death Knight. He has shamed himself and his cause. Alright, here we go. Little Koltira, your queen summons you. Oh, I wish they had done voiceover for this. Your Highness, I deliver to you Anderhall. Enough of this insolence. Do you think that I'm blind to everything that goes on outside of the Undercity? Your Majesty, we were victorious. No thanks to you. Anderhall should have been ours days ago, when we defeated the Scourge. I know of your secret, Koltira. I'm aware of your friendship with the Alliance Death Knight, the Saurian. Your Majesty. Arthas clearly failed when he created his Death Knights. You are still weak. Fortunately, I have agents that can help you erase this weakness. Beneath the Undercity you go. Whoa. Yeah, she's quiet, Death Knight. When I'm finished, I missed that last part. You can thank me later. Wow, that's hardcore.
What joy is there in this curse?
I have nothing against the Knights of the Everblade, but Koltira needs to be reminded who he works for now. His loyalty must lie with the Horde, or more specifically, the Forsaken. I wouldn't plan on seeing Koltira anytime soon. Now that I have him, you can rest assured that any bonds he may have had with the Lion Scum will be thoroughly broken. Alright, let's kind of see what these look like. Dagger Vanderhall. Not overly impressive. Tunic. It's a long sleeve jacket, I guess. It's kind of. Let's go on and take our tabard off and actually see what it looks like. Reset. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool looking. Staff of Vanderhall. Not overly impressed with that. Yeah, we'll go and take that. Yay! So that is it for Western Plaguelands. So that's awesome. We got 2 more levels. Before I head out, I'm going to empty my inventory. Come on, I know there's... Excuse me. Oh, come on, I know that there's a vendor around here somewhere. Everybody is gone. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Can you,
Oh, hang on a second. I gotta take a drink.
victory for Sylvanas?
Sorry, I had forgot to turn my microphone back on. Alright, so now we're going to go meet a Worgen woman and some very interesting characters. And if you've watched my Hunter playthrough, you might kind of know who we're going to go meet. I like the way that Blizzard revamped this. It's basically you have these this trio kind of lead you through the Eastern Plaguelands along these towers, and it's just really interesting the story that they tell along the way. The interactions between like all these factions, because you've got a Worgen that's alliance, a dwarf that's alliance, and a blood elf, and they're all, you know, friends. Which, I mean, I can see like Blizzard having like the two different factions kind of like separate. But honestly, you don't really have to have that that duality to breed tension in like PvP type stuff. I mean, like in classic EverQuest, there were each city was basically their own faction, but you could do things to change that faction. And you know, like if you were a human, you weren't necessarily welcomed in like the other human city. If you were an Ixcar, which is like the reptilian, the lizard people, like everybody hated them. But you could work on, you know, even the other evil factions didn't like them, but you could work on things and you could actually become like one of the good guys if you wanted to. I mean, they changed a lot of things and, you know, later things. So here we are. And it's Fiona.
I have what you see.
Into the woods, yes.
Spread the good word, eh?
Gidwin Goldbraids. I love my boys, don't get me wrong. But I told them that I needed 5 minutes to water and brush the horses. And what did they do? They made a stupid bet with each other and ran off. I should have known better. This always happens. Gidwin's the short one. He headed north along the river. If you're headed that direction, would you tell him to come back? We've got to get to Light's Hope Chapel, and I'm not against leaving without him.
What? No tip?
As soon as we stopped, they made a bet about who could kill the most undead in 5 minutes. It's been an hour, and I'm still waiting for them to come back. I saw Terranar run off to the southeast. Unfortunately, I can't leave the caravan here by itself. If you end up traveling in that direction, could you find him and send him back to me?
Pop in anytime.
Yay. Oh, what did it say? Inside the caravan are boxes of vendor supplies along with the personal belongings of Fiona and her companions. So we will go, let's go north first. Oh, and there's a flight point here. Just weirdly out in the open. Yay. So Eastern Plaguelands, like I said, it's now a like a mid-40 zone. Let's see. Yeah, like 40 to 45. So we're already like halfway through our level cap. So, but obviously, when in vanilla, this was. I mean, if you came up here before 55 and you didn't have, you know, several blues, you were taking your life in your hands. Believe me, my ooh, maggots. Well, at least some of these things have not changed. I like those little bats. I might get one. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my paladin way back in the day died many times up here, because this was one of the very few places that you could find thorium veins, which was, you know, basically the top tier of blacksmithing ore type stuff. And this was actually Tyrion Fordring's little camp, or his hut. So there was an actual quest to come over here and talk to him and start that quest, and it was really fun. And you know, holy cow. Kidwood Gold Braids.
Great to meet you.
Fiona, is that you? Whoever you are, would you mind helping me out of this thing? You should have seen me fight. I must have killed 6 of these beasts when... Oh wait, you can count the bodies, can't you? Okay, fine, I killed 4 of them. When the 5th one shot me with his web. To make things even worse, when he blasted me with the web juice, my mouth was open. I can't seem to break these webs, and I doubt you'll be able to either. Now you'll have to get some of the stomach juice from those undead spider things. That'll do the trick.
See you soon.
Alright. This is good to see what the range is on those. Well, not very much, apparently. So it's still like iron and stuff up here now, so. This is a neat cave. It goes all the way through here, and you can actually wind up on the other side, which is neat. These guys actually have a good chunk of hit points. Not that it's going to help them. Alright. There should be just enough. Oh no! We may have to off-screen some of this if she's up here killing stuff. Because you're only going to get like one per beast, so. Hold on just a second. Oh, sorry about that. Phone call again. Oh. Yeah, they might be respawning behind us, so I'll go south. Maybe not. Nope. Alright, I'm just gonna off-screen killing these and I'll meet you guys back down here. So, because I'm thinking there's somebody else gonna be up here killing them. So, alright, hang on. Well, that didn't take as long as I thought it would.
How are ya?
Oh boy, Fiona's gonna be madder than a wet harpy. You better hurry. You're back, thank the light. Before you throw that acid on me, I need to ask, are you the girl who was here before? Are you one of those 8-legged cowards? I need to know whether or not I should smack you on my way out.
Safe travel.
Oh, he smacked me anyway. Jerk.
What's on your mind?
Sorry about that. I was pretty sure you were one of those spider beasts, doing a bad blood elf impression. How do you do? Goodwin Goldbraid's at your service. I'm in a bit of a hurry to my caravan, but I was wondering if you might do me one last favor. My pal Fiona runs a small shop, and she could probably use some of those herbs that grow along the river shore. Thinking if we give her some nice herbs, she'll be much less likely to murder me. That's the plan anyway.
Off with you.
Alright. So now we're just gonna grab some herbs. Ooh, sagefish. Let's see. Oh, there's some. I was gonna say they're not anywhere near here. Or they're not any down here. Wow, I can't even talk. So we gotta get 10 of them. Thinking that they're not a rare spawn. But I know somebody else is gonna be doing this quest shortly, so.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, okay, we should be able to get plenty of it. I know one time I did this quest and it took forever to do it. I think I was on my Tauren Paladin when I did it then. That's been, oh gosh, probably 2 years ago. I think the Tauren's got they got the Paladin class at the beginning of Cataclysm, I think. So that's been close to about 2 years ago because I missed a Pandaria and all of that. So